Hey there, it's Susan with joinhappiness.com. Today I had an interesting situation. My son, who happens to be 7 years old, was at school and he had an issue with another child. And you don't know my son, but he is very kind and considerate and rarely has any issues with the other kids. He's very well liked in school. However, today I came to the school to find that he had a note from the teacher that said that there was something that he needed to look at. So I take a look at the note, and it said that he had made up an hurtful song about one of the other children in his class. So I had spoke to my son, and I said, well, what was that about? And he said to me that this child is constantly following him around and, wants to play, I guess, and he and his friends don't want to play with this child, and this child is rather annoying, and they've told this child that they don't want to be his friend, and he keeps following them around. So therefore they all created a kind of a mean little song to sing to the child. And I explained to him that we don't speak unkindly to others, and I actually came home and had him sit in front of my Be Kind video, which was kind of interesting because it was me speaking, but he took it differently sitting down and watching it. It was a little over his head, I think, being 7, so it made me think that we need more out there for our children. I know that my son and his friends will sit on YouTube and watch videos, and I have to constantly take a look at what they're looking at to make sure it's appropriate, and a lot of times they're searching for things that are completely kid appropriate, and then they run into something that's clearly not. But my thoughts on the matter are to add a new series for children and actually speak in their language, so that if you run into a situation where, okay, they need to remember to be kind or compassionate, or they need to learn how to deal with stress, or they need to learn, how to, whatever it may be at school, or, camp, or just having friends, being around their friends and stuff. And, as they get older, talking about peer pressure and things like that also. So that's going to be coming up, and I just wanted to share that with you, and hope that it makes you think about, if you do need to have a conversation with your child, maybe to have that third party watch a quick 2 to 3 minute video, and then of course you're there with them, and then later you can discuss it. They may look at that and go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, versus just you speaking at them and telling them why it's wrong. Sometimes I think that just having that, in their YouTube browser window, that maybe they'll be like, oh, okay, I get that. So that's the thought for today, because children are our future, and we really do need to make sure that they learn compassion and kindness at a young age, and love. And I feel like there's so many children who don't even know what that means, and maybe they do receive it from their parents, and sadly a lot of them don't, so how would they know? But I just hope that this video and future videos actually will help the children. So that's my thought for the day, and I thank you for joining in, and I hope you're having a really happy day. Again, it's Susan with joinhappiness.com.